This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 20531 Clark Street, Woodland Hills, California, 91367. Today is June 26, 2022. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located just to the left of the front door. This is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout. This is our kitchen window here. This goes towards our front door here, and this goes out towards the front of our property. What we're going to do is we're going to zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the cleanout. And we're just going to drop down and begin our video sewer inspection. We did start to run a little bit of water from our kitchen area just to help get the line flushed out a little bit, but we do have a hose here. So it does appear that we're transitioning immediately to vitreous clay. As you can see, we pull back just a little bit. Got a little bit of an offset there in that joint there from a motion. As you can see, we have an offset in that joint there from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 10 o'clock area. And this area here with the offset could possibly catch some debris and create a soft stoppage. You can see it's a fairly large offset. So again, this is right at the bottom of our clean out. So again, we're just going to go ahead and jump up and over this area, and we're going to pull back just a little bit our joint here and take a good look at that joint. We're pushing slowly, and that joint appears to be in fair condition, and we'll just continue to push out. And we're coming up on our next joint, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. We'll continue to push out, and we're coming up on our next joint here. Let's see, we're going to pull back just a little bit. You can see in this joint here we do have a crack. See, I have a crack here. It does appear to be like possibly a Y fitting. You can see that we do have a crack in that joint there from about the 6 o'clock going all the way. It's a full diameter crack, you can see there. So again, what we'll do is we'll pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 3 foot 9 inches deep. Just to the left of the front door next to the large palm tree, we did place an orange flag to identify this area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out, and make a little bit of a turn. And again, coming up on the next joint, pull back just a little bit. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Continue to push out. And we're coming up on the next joint. Pushing just a little bit. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. I'm going to go ahead and continue to push out. And coming up on the next joint. That joint appears to be in fair condition. And we're coming up on the next joint. And we'll pull back just a little bit. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. So again, we'll just continue to push out. And we're coming up on the next joint here. And that joint does appear to have a crack in that joint, so we're going to push out just a little bit more. Right there, pull back. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is on the left-hand side of the house. What appears to just be just outside the bathroom window next to the sidewalk. We did mark it with an orange flag at 4 foot 0 inches deep. And again, you can see we do have a crack there right around the 4 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. Coming up on the next joint, and pull back. You can see in this joint here we do have a large offset and a large crack in that joint as well. So we'll just continue to push in just a little bit. right there, and we'll pause for a moment and locate this area. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area, and it is, again, on the left-hand side of the house, along the sidewalk on the left-hand side of the house, and we did mark it with an orange flag at 5 foot 4 inches deep. And again, as you can see, we do have another crack in this joint. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out, make a little bit of a turn, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. And coming up on the next joint, and that joint appeared to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition, and it does appear that we transitioned to our 6-inch vitreous clay. So we did increase in size in the vitreous clay, so that was our 4 to 6 transition. So that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit offset in that joint there, but nothing major. Offsets at the top. So again, we'll just continue to push out, coming up on the next joint. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And coming up on the next joint. That joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of concrete overpour in that joint, but nothing major. Again, we just continue to push out. And again, coming up on the next joint. A little bit of an offset in this joint here from about the 3 o'clock going up and around to about the 9 o'clock. But again, we'll just continue to push out. We're going to pull back just a little bit and take a running start at it. And we'll make a little bit of a turn, and we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So we're going to pull back just a little bit. And as you can see here, this is our city sewer tie-in. So the sewer is tying in on the left-hand side of the house, on the cul-de-sac. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just continue to pull back. And again, as I mentioned, that is our city sewer tie-in there. Continue to pull back, and again, we've got a little bit of an offset in that joint there from about the 3 o'clock going around to about the 9 o'clock area. Again, we'll just continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we did mark 2 areas on the property that we do have a crack. And again, we did mark those areas on the left-hand side of the house. So the sewer itself is running out to the left-hand side of the house and heading towards the cul-de-sac, and ties in at the center of the cul-de-sac. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. And again, we did mark 2 areas on the property with orange flags. And both of those areas we had 2 cracks in the vitreous clay sewer line. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. Take a good look. So again, on the way out, we did take a really good look at the vitreous clay sewer line. So again, we're just continuing to pull back. Again, that was a fairly large crack in that one. Possibly full diameter crack in that first joint there. That was... Again, we'll just continue to pull back. So again, we're just going to make a little bit of a turn. And we're going to come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.